Hello, right, another Maker Advent and a change of pace. It's been quite a frenetic few days. We use that word, I like that. I thought let's just calm down. We're getting nearer to Christmas. It's day 22, 22nd of December. And it's just nice just to take a moment to pause, relax and think. Christmas Day, what am I going to be doing? Well, chances are, well, you're probably not going to be making a star because, against Primark's quite difficult at the minute. You might be eating a banana, but there's a good chance if you're watching this, you're going to be getting one of those. A Raspberry Pi 4. Santa Claus, Father Christmas will deliver it to your door and you can plug it in and away you go. But how do you get started with Raspberry Pi? I don't know anything about Raspberry Pi. What do I need? You need a book. Yeah. So let's move this out of the way. And let's have a book. Raspberry Pi for Dummies. And this has been written by Sean McManus and Mike Cook, who are very popular in the Raspberry Pi community. 4th edition, I got this a few weeks ago. I've had a read through. Great stuff. It's not just a book that comes along and says, here's some Python, crack on, let's go. It really is simple stuff. It goes from setting up your Pi, so downloading Raspberry Pi Imager, installing the OS to a card, booting the OS, setting it all up to how you want it. Then it goes through Scratch and Python. It goes through a good explanation of how to program in Python quickly, with just enough information to get you started. So that when you outgrow a book like this, you can move on to something a bit more advanced, more technical, if you wish. Again, Scratch stuff explains plenty in there to get programs made and make some games. And to be fair, Sean is the master of Scratch. No, he really is, trust me. I like it. It's simple, it explains what you need to know about a Pi. It gets it done quickly. I learned something with this book. I learned there's a game that I like from the Amiga days. So back in the 1980s, 1990s, that cusp. Lots of point and click adventure games like Secret of Monkey Island, Loom, that sort of stuff. There's a game called Beneath the Steel Sky, which I played to death on the Amiga. Awesome game. In fact, my friend Scott can attest to this. We played it a hell of a lot. You can install Beneath the Steel Sky on a Raspberry Pi, sudo apt install Beneath the Steel Sky, something like that, and play it. It's freeware. How cool is that? So I can play one of my favourite games on a Raspberry Pi 4 on the TV in the living room. Awesome. So what else can I do with the book? Right, we can program in Python, obviously. We can do the GPIO, those things there. Make lights blink on and off. Make music with Sonic Pi. If you haven't used Sonic Pi before, have a go. Great fun. You can install it for Windows and there's versions for Linux as well and Mac. Have a go. It's awesome. Forget about writing code. You're writing music. It just happens to be you're writing it with code. That's explained in the book. There's a section on being productive with a Pi. So Pi 4 now has got, if you get an 8 gig model like this one, you've got plenty of power there to actually do something like a proper computer. So you could make art on your Pi. So you can install GIMP, the GNU image manipulation program. Basically, it's a free version of Photoshop. OpenOffice, you can install that. LibreOffice, you can use that. Whatever you want to use. Inkscape, I love Inkscape. Vector graphics editor. Lovely, lovely application. Use that for years, even with laser cutters. We can program Python, as I said before, with this. And there's a library called Pygame 0. I've heard of Pygame. It's a way of making games with Python, hence Pygame. Pygame 0 is like boilerplate. You write some very basic code in Python, and then you run it through the PG0 interpreter, and it spits out great games. So I've made, for Linux Format Magazine about 2 years ago, I made my own sort of Amiga demo type thing with it. Scrolling text and spinning cubes and that sort of thing. It was a bit of fun. But yeah, you can learn that from this. So how much is this in your country? Well, if you go to that big cloud-based sales thing, you can get it cheaper probably, but the RRP is $27 US, $32 Canadian. In the UK, £20. Not a bad price at all. So yeah, if you've got some money from Christmas, buy this. Yeah, there's your spin. Take a screenshot, you can put that straight into Amazon, and you've got it. Or just type in Raspberry Pi for Dummies, 4th edition. Great book, great fun, and well worth your money, especially if you've got a Pi for Christmas. Right, that's all for now. See you later.